YouTube has 2.7 billion monthly users as of February 2025. Yet, you are wondering why your podcast is having hard time getting views. I spent countless hours doing this research and I cracked the code of what giant creators do which makes their videos skyrocketing. And in this video, I am going to share it to you so your podcast can break the jail of little to no views. Let's start with a very basic. Our video needs to be seen. Then it needs to be clicked so your video earn a view. We need to show our podcast to more people so our podcast will get more views, bring leads, and earn money. I'm not talking about spamming your video link. In this video, I am going to share a realistic strategy which makes your podcast stand out. You want to ride the algorithm to bring your video to more viewers, which leads to more views. To show your video to a larger audience, you must first understand the YouTube algorithm. YouTube algorithm is very great at landing the video to the right people at the right time. It detects the signal from viewers like what video he clicks, how much the viewer spends time on it, and how the viewer interacts with the video. And based on those factors, algorithm suggests the perfect videos to that viewer. I say the algorithm is great at landing the video to the right people, right? Then why my video isn't getting views? Let me explain. When algorithm suggests your video, it's not your video only. It suggests multiple videos at the same time from different creators. It's just that your video doesn't stand out, which is the reason why we didn't get that click. When YouTube algorithm suggests your video and it senses that no one wants to click your video, that's the time it will stop showing your video to more people. Now, let's say your video attracts click, viewers spend a long time watching it, and they are giving positive feedback. Algorithm will know that viewers want your video, and with that being said, the algorithm will send your video to more and more audience until your video becomes unstoppable. In this video, I will teach you the very important thing, which is how to get that click. Remember, no click, no views, no watch time, and no engagement. Now, how do we make a title and thumbnail which is a click magnet? Basically, we need to make a title and thumbnail not only that it stand out, it should also make the viewer curious enough to click on it. Let's say I make a podcast about how to sell a product. Instead of episode 14, how to sell a product in business with Mr. John, I will craft the title that will make the viewer curious like this. The secret method billionaires do to influence their customers' purchasing decision. The problem with the first title is it is very generic and can't catch viewers' attention. If your video didn't catch the viewer's attention, he might not notice your video and just scroll past it. Now, the second title is better because it makes the viewer think of what's the secret? I haven't heard of this before. How can I influence my customers' purchasing decision? And will this strategy be good for my business? There's no perfect formula on making the perfect title, but here are some key points you must consider. Number 1, keywords. And number 2, can my title make the viewer curious and convince my viewer to click my video? Additionally, if your podcast is about deep terminology and you found out that it has very, very low search volume, you can focus on the value it delivers instead of the name of the strategy you discuss. Now, let's move to the thumbnail. We want to make our viewers curious as much as possible to convince them click our video. Our main goal is not to make a fancy thumbnail with tons of graphics. Our main priority is to make the thumbnail that complements the title so that the title and thumbnail combination will be a click magnet. Keep this in mind when making a thumbnail. Number 1, do not repeat your title on the thumbnail. Number 2, remove extra design. More clutter will make the viewer spend more time understanding what the video is all about. And number 3, make sure it passes the glance test. Let me show you how I normally see small creators do with their thumbnail. There is a episode number, the title, the guest name, and logo. To summarize the thumbnail, it is crowded and in a glance, the viewer doesn't know where exactly to look. Do you think viewers will spend time understanding your thumbnail? Of course not. They will just scroll past it. Let me show you a better version. At one glance, your eyes already direct to the main message of the thumbnail and it makes you curious. Now imagine this is your video and this is your competitor's video. Your video lost the chance of getting viewed. If your video continues to be ignored, the algorithm will stop showing it to more viewers because why will the algorithm show your video to more if no one wants to click on it? It will promote a better performing video instead. So you want to ride the algorithm to get more views on your podcast. Let me show you some inspirations. If you're crafting a title and thumbnail, don't focus too much on adding graphics but focus on the science behind it. There's also one recipe that you need to master, and this is watch time. Algorithm wants to keep viewers watching from YouTube, so it will show more videos that it thinks can make viewers stay on the platform longer. If you want to master and improve your watch time on your videos, you can watch this video and I'll put the link in the show notes.